Hello there. My name is Umar Akin-Shalure, and I'm one of the counselors here in Bridge Clinic. We are in exciting times in Bridge Clinic because we celebrate our 25th anniversary this year. And as part of our celebrations, we want to tell our stories. So we'll be speaking with some of our clients who have had successful treatment with us. Today, I have the pleasure of the presence of Mrs. Temitope Gomez, who happens to be one of our pioneer clients. She's one of the first set of women that had treatment with us. Today, she's here to tell us about her experience with Bridge Clinic. Hello, ma'am. I'll allow you to tell us. So, before you ever came to Bridge Clinic, for how long had you been married and been trying to have a child?
Good morning, viewers. My name is Mrs. Gomez, Tope Gomez. I got married in 1992 November. And that 1992 November. So in 1993 December, I conceived.
Okay.
After the pregnancy, I lost the pregnancy.
Oh, you had a pregnancy loss?
Yes.
About how many months did that happen? That you lost the pregnancy?
Like 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah.
So 4 months into the pregnancy, you had a miscarriage. Oh, you had an ectopic pregnancy.
I had an ectopic pregnancy.
Okay.
So I lost the pregnancy. So after then, I waiting for 5 years.
Okay, so after you had this pregnancy loss, you waited for about 5 years.
Yes.
And in the period of waiting for 5 years, what was your experience? Were you making some attempts? What was happening? Because I know you couldn't have been just folding arms in 5 years. Please tell me.
I have a gynecologist.
Okay.
Late Dr. Felix Akintayo Soya. So that's my gynae. So I went to him. After waiting for so long, he now said I should go for laparoscopy.
Okay.
I went for laparoscopy. After the laparoscopy, nothing showed up again. So he now decided, okay, let's try another system. So that's why he brought me to Bridge Clinic.
Oh, so you got to know about Bridge Clinic from your own gynecologist?
Yeah.
It was your gynecologist that brought you to Bridge Clinic?
Yeah.
And he probably told you that this is the way you need to...
Yes.
At that time that he brought you to Bridge Clinic, did you know something about IVF? Because it sounds like it was quite a novel thing at that point in time.
No. He introduced me to the IVF after the laparoscopy. So he's the one that brought me here, and he said, look, Ms. Gomez, this is the last thing that we're going to do. So he brought me here, and I met Dr. Ajayi at a Bridge Clinic at Victoria Island.
Yes.
Tiami Savage.
Okay, so you came in with your own consultant gynecologist of blessed memory?
Yeah.
And he introduced you to Dr. Richardson Ajayi,
yeah,
who is the founder of Bridge Clinic.
Yes.
And did it make you more comfortable that it was somebody you've already known and trusted? Because I think for something new, something you had never ventured into, and something that probably you didn't know people around that had been involved, were you skeptical or were you comfortable just to dive in to try that? Tell me about it.
I'm comfortable because I'm so pleased with my doctor.
Okay. So because of the relationship and the trust that you have built with your own gynecologist over the years,
yeah,
whatever it is he told you to do, you were happy to give it a shot. Okay. So what was your husband's, what was his take on all this? What was his own response? How did he, respond to this option of trying IVF?
I was comfortable with it.
Okay.
No family was involved. So it's between me and my husband that make the suggestion.
So your husband was comfortable and he
course.
was happy to give it a shot because of the recommendation
Yes.
of your doctor.
Yes.
So did you have opportunity to speak with people and tell them this is what I'm trying, or did you keep it hush hush?
I told some of my friends.
Okay.
I introduced them to Bridge Clinic, people that have same problem with like my own. So I sent them to Bridge Clinic so they can come and see Dr. Ajayi.
Okay. That probably was after you had your own experience.
Yes.
Okay, but before you actually commenced treatment, did you tell anybody that this is what you were going to do?
Not at all.
Okay.
I kept it to myself.
You kept it to yourself?
Yes.
How was your treatment process? What was it like? I don't know if you can remember because it's been a while.
I can remember vividly because some of the drugs that I used, it depends on the body chemistry. Some of the drugs you use it to make you to look at an old woman, to make you sick. The body chemistry is different from each other.
Absolutely.
So I took some of the drugs that I bought at this farm at Apapa. So I used it. In fact, I did the first circle. It wasn't click.
Okay. So the first attempt was not successful?
At all.
Okay.
So I now went for the second.
How long did it take you to go for the second from the first?
The first one started in January to March.
Okay.
So the second one started in something May.
Okay.
June, May.
Okay.
So we end up in June.
All right.
For the final transfer.
And that was the one that
brought Damilola.
Wow, that's absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
So you had that, and then you had your pregnancy.
Yes.
And all of that.
Yes.
Well, that was your first pregnancy that got to term, so you may not really know, but even from the early stage, did you find it different? Because you got pregnant, did you feel different?
Not at all.
Absolutely the same thing.
Yes, I do go to party. I enjoy myself with the pregnancy.
Okay. So you had a seamless pregnancy, and it was a typical pregnancy like any other pregnancy.
Of course.
And then the child was born.
Yes.
Now, tell us about this baby that was born. You've already mentioned her name, Damilola.
Damilola Alexandra.
Damilola Alexandra.
Owolabi. That's the name the director named her.
Wow. That was very good. Now, tell us about her. Okay, let's start with growing up. Was she different? Because at that point in time, I can imagine, we're talking about over 23 years ago. Yeah. So at that point in time where you had the treatment and, you had Damilola, yourself, you didn't know a lot about IVF. You had the confidence because of your doctor.
Yes.
And you went ahead to do it.
Yes.
Well, I can imagine how skeptical people were at that time. Did you have that anxiety when you were pregnant? It's my daughter or my child going to be normal? Did you think about it?
Not at all.
Okay. And then when she was born, how did you see her? Was she different? Did she come out with two heads by chance?
No, I was so excited when I saw my baby. I was so happy. And I watching her growing from the baby to infant. And she was growing well.
That's interesting. So, she lived a pretty normal life, just like any other child.
Yes.
That was born without any kind of intervention.
Yes, yes.
What is she up to these days? Tell us about it.
Damilola went to University of Lagos Women's Society Nursery and Primary School.
Okay.
University of Lagos. From there, she went to Our Lady of Apostle, Yaba. Our Lady of Apostle Girls, Yaba. From there, she went for her A-level at University of Lagos. After her A-level, she went to the second 200 level Faculty of Law. And she has done at University of Lagos. She's about going to law school probably next year for her law school.
So, this girl that was just almost an illusion for you, now she's been born as normal as any other child.
Yes.
And I want to say above average. I want to say very big congratulations to you, Mrs. Gomez.
Thank you very much.
And I salute your courage at that point in time, because I